If you're between 65 and 80 and you can still do the 8 things we're about to talk about, you're not just aging well, you're doing better than most. In fact, your odds of living to 100 might be higher than you ever imagined. Longevity is not solely determined by your genetics or mere luck. Instead, it's shaped by the seemingly insignificant everyday activities you commit to without even realizing their importance. These small actions, done consistently, contribute enormously to a long, healthy life. Many people believe that getting older automatically means losing physical strength, balance, and the ability to move quickly. Yet, that's only half the story. There are countless individuals in their 70s and beyond who continue to move with effortless grace, think with remarkable clarity, and maintain their independence by preserving certain key abilities that most of their peers have lost. These abilities are not trivial. They are strong indicators of both longevity and quality of life. In this video, we will explore 8 unmistakable signs that demonstrate you're aging exceptionally well. Some of these signs might catch you by surprise, but each one speaks volumes about the state of your body, your brain, and your overall vitality. I invite you to stay with me until the very end, because the final sign is something that many people often overlook, yet it can play a crucial role in determining how long and how well you live. Sign 1. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. This is a simple action, but don't be fooled by its apparent ease. Being able to stand from a seated position without any hand support is one of the clearest indicators that you are aging well. It's not about how far you can walk or the amount of weight you can lift. Rather, it's a testament to the strength of your leg muscles, the stability of your core, and the precision of your balance and coordination. Each time you stand up without pushing off with your hands, you are proving that your lower body can bear your weight independently, a sign that many your age struggle to achieve. As we grow older, it is natural for our muscles to lose some of their strength, especially in the legs. However, the degree of muscle loss and the pace at which it occurs can be significantly influenced by how much and how well we continue to challenge our muscles. Consider the simple act of rising from a chair. The ease with which you do so reflects the combined strength of your leg muscles and the coordination of your core. Reflect on your most recent experience. Did you require the help of your hands to push yourself up, or did you rise smoothly as if it were second nature? If you did it without a second thought, that is a powerful signal that your body is maintaining its strength and coordination, which are key elements for a healthy future. Let's illustrate this point with an example. Imagine Harold, who is 77 years old. Harold had always prided himself on his active lifestyle. One day while watching TV, he noticed that he had to push off his chair using his hands to stand up. At first, he brushed it off as a minor inconvenience. However, his doctor later explained that this small difficulty might be an early warning sign of increased fall risk later on. Determined to keep his independence, Harold began incorporating simple exercises, such as seated leg lifts and standing heel raises, into his daily routine. Over the next couple of months, Harold not only regained his ability to stand without assistance, but he also experienced an improvement in his balance and overall confidence. Weak legs are one of the biggest risk factors for falls, which are the primary cause of injury-related hospital visits among older adults. The good news is that no matter your age, you can rebuild and maintain leg strength through consistent exercise. Sign 2. You can walk at a brisk pace without feeling out of breath. Walking speed is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. It isn't just a measure of how far you can go, but how efficiently your body performs during movement. If you're between 65 and 80 and you find that you can still walk briskly without gasping for air, then you are in a much better state of health than you might realize. This ability to move swiftly is more than just physical fitness. It indicates that your cardiovascular system is operating smoothly. Your lungs are strong enough to supply the needed oxygen, and your muscles are effectively powering your motion. Now, Think about your most recent walk. Did you move with a purposeful stride, or did you have to slow down frequently, pausing to catch your breath? Many people may not notice that their stamina is declining until everyday tasks suddenly require much more effort than before. Take, for example, William, who is 74 years old. William had always enjoyed his daily walks through the neighborhood. However, he began to notice that his walk was taking longer than it used to, and that he was feeling heavier and more labored in his breathing. Although he initially chalked it up to the natural aging process, a visit to his doctor revealed that he needed to work on his pace. Taking the advice to heart, William started timing his walks and deliberately focused on increasing his speed gradually. In a matter of weeks, not only did his legs grow stronger, but his breathing improved as well. He began to feel more energetic throughout the day. Walking quickly might seem like a small matter, but it is actually a vivid sign that your cardiovascular health is intact and robust. Additionally, brisk walking has been linked to enhanced brain function, as it helps keep your mind engaged and sharp. So the next time you take a stroll, reflect for a moment. Is your walk filled with purpose and energy, or do you find yourself struggling to maintain a steady pace? If the answer is the former, then you're not just moving efficiently, you are aging gracefully. Sign 3. You can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. Balance is one of those quiet aspects of our physical health that we often take for granted until it begins to waver. The ability to stand on one foot for a minimum of 10 seconds isn't just a fun challenge, it's an unmistakable sign that your body's intricate systems are still communicating effectively. When you balance on one foot, you engage not only your leg muscles, but also your core muscles, inner ear, vestibular system, and even your visual coordination. All these systems must work together seamlessly to maintain stability. If even one of these systems is compromised, imagine trying to put on a sock while standing up. Did you manage to do it gracefully, or did you find yourself reaching out for support or nearly toppling over? Consider Frank, a 76-year-old who, until recently, enjoyed his daily walks. One morning, while preparing for the day, Frank discovered that he couldn't balance on one foot for even 5 seconds. Though he wasn't injured, that moment of instability served as a wake-up call. Realizing that this could lead to future falls and injuries, Frank began a routine of dedicated balance exercises. He started with simple tasks, heel raises, side leg lifts, and slowly shifting his weight from one foot to the other. Within a few weeks, Frank found that he was regaining his lost balance, and he started feeling more secure and confident in his movement throughout the day. It's important to understand that good balance does far more than prevent falls. It supports your overall movement and independence. To test your own balance, try standing near a countertop or a sturdy wall. Lift one foot and hold that position steadily for at least 10 seconds. If you can do so without undue wobbling, you're in excellent shape. And if not, the great news is that even a few minutes of daily balance practice can make a significant difference. Sign 4. You can get down on the floor and back up without help. Being able to transition from the floor to a standing position, and vice versa, might seem like a mundane activity, but it is truly remarkable when you consider what it represents. This simple maneuver requires a combination of leg strength, core stability, and flexibility. It's something many people begin to avoid as they age because of the fear that they might not be able to get up on their own if they fall. However, those who maintain this skill are preserving a critical component of their independence. Let's delve deeper into this ability. When you lower yourself to the floor, perhaps to pick up a fallen item or simply to change activities, you are engaging multiple muscle groups to keep your movement coordinated. Then, rising back to your feet without any external support shows that your body is functioning as a tightly integrated unit. Joseph, who is 78, experienced a moment of hesitation when his young grandson invited him to sit on the floor for a board game. Joseph paused, not because he didn't want to participate, but because he feared he might not be able to get up easily on his own. That moment of vulnerability prompted him to commit to a series of simple exercises: slow, deliberate kneeling, gentle squats, and rising without gripping onto furniture. Over time, Joseph not only recovered that essential skill, but also regained a newfound confidence in his mobility. Being able to rise from the floor is a fundamental aspect of long-term independence. It is a clear sign that, despite the passage of time, your muscles, coordination, and flexibility are still well preserved. To check your own ability, find a safe, open space where you can slowly lower yourself to the floor and then stand up without using your arms for support. If you can accomplish this, pat yourself on the back. Your body is keeping its teamwork intact. And if you find it challenging, remember that with consistent, gentle practice, you can rebuild this skill and strengthen your... Sign 5. You can carry a grocery bag without struggling. In today's world, physical strength is not defined solely by the capacity to lift heavy weights in a gym. Real strength is measured by your ability to manage everyday tasks effortlessly. One of the most tangible signs that you are aging well is if you can carry a grocery bag without having to strain or pause mid-journey. This ability doesn't just reflect the strength in your arms, it is an indicator of overall physical vigor, including the muscles in your back, shoulders, grip, and core. In fact, scientific studies have revealed that grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of long-term health and even mortality. When you recall the last time you brought groceries into your home, did you do so with ease or did you have to take breaks to rest? Perhaps you've started relying on others for help with tasks that were once second nature. Consider the story of Richard, who is 75 years old and always prided himself on being the one to carry all his shopping bags on his own. One day, however, Richard found that the bags felt significantly heavier, even though nothing about their contents had changed. This wasn't due to an increase in the weight of the items, but rather because his own strength had started to wane. Unwilling to accept this as the new norm, Richard began a simple regimen of strength exercises. He incorporated a few shoulder presses with light weights into his routine, added gentle weightlifting movements, and even performed daily grip exercises using a rubber ball. These small changes, done consistently, resulted in a noticeable improvement. His energy levels increased, his arms grew stronger, and carrying groceries once again felt as natural as it used to be. The lesson here is that everyday activities, like carrying a bag, are not insignificant. They are, in fact, a direct measure of how well your body is functioning. You don't require expensive equipment or a gym membership to build strength. Everyday movement is the key to maintaining and even improving your physical abilities as you age. Sign 6. You can climb a flight of stairs without stopping. Stairs are a common part of daily life, yet for many older adults, the act of climbing them is fraught with difficulty. If you can ascend a full flight of stairs without having to pause and catch your breath, it is an incredibly positive sign. It indicates that your cardiovascular system, respiratory function, and muscular endurance are all working in harmonious tandem. This seemingly ordinary activity, a series of steps rising one after the other, requires your heart to pump steadily, your lungs to efficiently supply oxygen. And imagine the last time you encountered a staircase. Did you tackle it confidently, or did you find yourself breathing heavily and needing to take breaks along the way? Many people begin to fear stairs so much that they opt for elevators or escalators, even when there is no necessity to do so. Unfortunately, avoiding stairs can create a downward spiral. The less you use your muscles, the more quickly they lose their strength. Consider George, who is 73 years old and once cherished the simple pleasure of climbing stairs at home or in public spaces. One day, however, George discovered that he became short of breath after just one flight. Rather than resigning himself to a less active lifestyle, George used this experience as motivation. He started by taking one flight of stairs at a time, supplementing his routine with short walks and targeted leg exercises. Gradually, his stamina returned, and he found that climbing stairs resumed its place as a natural part of his daily life. For anyone wondering about their own stamina, the next time you face a flight of stairs, take note of how your body reacts. If you can climb steadily without undue fatigue, then rest assured that your physical endurance is still robust, a key ingredient in a long and healthy life. Sign 7. You can remember recent conversations and events clearly. Memory is a window into the health of your brain and serves as a potent indicator of cognitive vitality. If you're between 65 and 80 and find that you can recall names, recent conversations, and everyday details with clarity, then you are in a much stronger position than many might assume. A sharp memory does far more than simply allow you to reminisce. It reflects the efficiency of your blood circulation, the firing rate of your neurons, and the robustness of your cognitive connections. Have you ever caught yourself in a momentary lapse of memory, a pause in the middle of a sentence, a forgotten word, or a struggle to recall a recent event? While occasional slips are normal, if you consistently remember details from conversations and events, it's a sign that your brain is functioning well. Take Paul, for instance, a vibrant 79-year-old who still keeps up with modern technology, remembers conversations that took place just days ago, and rarely forgets a name. Paul attributes his cognitive sharpness to several daily habits: reading consistently, engaging in brain-challenging puzzles, and, importantly, staying socially active. He frequently meets with friends and joins lively discussions, all of which help to reinforce his neural pathways. Like a well-tuned instrument, the brain requires regular use and stimulation to remain precise and resilient. So if you awaken each day knowing exactly what day it is, can easily recall your breakfast or the content of a conversation, then you are not just mentally active. You are proving that your brain is aging favorably. If you notice small memory lapses, consider integrating brain exercises like puzzles or learning a new skill, as these practices can effectively shore up cognitive function over time. Sign 8. You wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. How you wake up each morning can provide deep insights into the overall health of your body and mind. Sleep is a time when your body undergoes a remarkable process of repair. Your muscles recover, your brain processes and stores memories, and your immune system recharges for the day ahead. Yet, as we age, achieving deep restorative sleep becomes increasingly challenging for many. Insomnia, frequent awakenings, and grogginess upon rising are common complaints. However, if you have the blessing of waking up naturally without an alarm and feel refreshed and ready to embrace the day, you belong to a... Let's delve deeper into what quality sleep really means. It's not just about the quantity of hours you spend in bed. It's about cycling through the different phases of sleep that allow your body to truly repair and rejuvenate. For example, deep sleep is when your body repairs muscle, bone, and tissue, while REM sleep is crucial for cognitive functions like memory and learning. Roger, who is 74, once struggled with interrupted sleep that left him feeling tired and disoriented during the day. By modifying his sleep hygiene, such as limiting exposure to screens before bed, establishing a regular bedtime, and creating a calming nighttime environment, Roger experienced a remarkable turnaround. He began waking up with clarity, his mind fresh, and his body eager to start the day. Waking up refreshed is more than a luxury. It's a barometer of your body's efficiency in self-healing and regeneration during sleep. Now take a moment to truly reflect on your morning routine. When you open your eyes, do you greet the day with energy, or do you feel weighed down by lingering fatigue? The sign of aging well isn't just visible in physical movements or memory recall. It's also in the quiet moments when you wake up, when you inhale deeply, and when you feel that inner spark of readiness for the day ahead. Quality sleep nourishes every aspect of your health, contributing to sharper thinking, better mood regulation, and even improved physical resilience. Therefore, if you find yourself waking up feeling rested, alert, and prepared to tackle your day, you're providing your body with the fundamental restoration it needs. This alone is a tremendous sign that your aging process is on a positive track. As we wrap up this discussion, take a moment to reflect on these 8 crucial signs of healthy aging. Can you stand from a chair without using your hands? Do you maintain a brisk walk without feeling winded? Are you still able to balance on one foot for a full 10 seconds, get down to the floor and rise up unassisted, carry groceries without struggling, and climb stairs without needing to stop? Moreover, do you have the mental clarity to remember recent conversations with ease? And do you wake up each morning feeling genuinely refreshed and energetic? If you can check off several or even all of these boxes, it indicates that you're not only aging well physically, but also preserving mental clarity and emotional well-being. You are maintaining strength, endurance, cognitive sharpness, and most importantly, the capacity to live independently. These abilities are much more than isolated physical feats. They are interwoven signals that your body and mind are harmoniously working together even as the years advance. Many people mistakenly assume that aging invariably means slowing down, losing one's abilities, and becoming increasingly dependent on others. However, your experiences tell a different story. The reality is that your body, mind, and spirit can continue to thrive well into your later years, provided you nurture them each day. Even if you notice certain areas where your strength has diminished slightly, rest assured that it is never too late to make improvements. You can rebuild muscle strength, regain balance, boost endurance, and sharpen your memory with dedicated, consistent effort. Every extra minute of exercise, every mindful movement, and every moment of focused mental activity adds up to a better quality of life and potentially even more years. Now, I want you to ask yourself, which of these 8 signs resonates with you the most? Which one do you feel you need to work on starting today? Perhaps it's that brisk walk that you've been neglecting, or maybe it's the balance exercises you've put off for too long. Whatever it may be, know that your journey towards enhanced health and longevity is a continuous process. The steps you take now, no matter how small, can have profound impacts on your future well-being. Before I conclude, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Type 1 if you enjoyed this video and found value in these insights, or type 0 if you believe there's room for improvement in the content. Your feedback is incredibly important. It not only motivates me, but also helps in crafting content that truly informs, inspires, and supports you on your path to a healthier and longer life. Thank you for investing your time with me today. I hope this extended conversation has provided you with valuable reflections on what it truly means to age well. Remember, every step you take, from rising without assistance and carrying groceries with ease to walking briskly and waking up refreshed, contributes to a life lived in strength and independence. I look forward to reading your comments and continuing this journey together. Stay motivated, keep moving, and above all, take pride in your remarkable ability to age powerfully. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to harness the power of healthy aging